Hello, I'm Tom Roper, a retired medical librarian. In this video, I'm going to show a quick solution to a problem that's going to affect anyone, librarian or clinician, who has set up database alerts in NICE's Healthcare Databases Advanced Search, what we call HDAS for short. HDAS is to be switched off at the end of March 2022, so any alerts that you have set up in that system will need to be set up to run in the new native interfaces, Ovid, EBSCO and ProQuest, which are going to replace HDAS. These are all available with an NHS Open Athens username. So how can we transfer alerts? One way would be to recreate the searches in the new interface line by line. That's laborious and tedious, and a waste of time of highly skilled and highly paid professionals like us. Fortunately, there's an easier way. Let's see. First of all, let's go to HDAS. I've already logged in. On the top menu, there's an item for alerts, which shows all my current alerts. I only have one at the moment, which I've created for the purposes of this demonstration. If I click on the name, it will run. Then I select the final line and export. I want to export as a Word file. Search strategy will be included by default. Include history is checked here. If that isn't, make sure it is, but it is the default behavior in HDAS. And hit Save File. It will download that file to my computer and I'll open it up in Word. The full strategy appears in a one-line version in the table at the top of the document. I'm going to highlight this and copy it. Note that there is also a version below the box, and that's after contents here. I find it easier to use the table version. The other will work just as well. Just be careful when selecting and copying that you include the opening and closing brackets. Now I go to Ovid. I've already logged into Ovid with my Open Athens account. I'm also going to log in to my Ovid personal account so as to be able to save alerts. Making sure I'm in advanced search mode, so selecting advanced search here, I'll paste the string that I copied from the HDAS word output into the search box and hit search. The search runs. If I go to my search history there and click on the down arrow, I can see what it's done. It presents 58 results. In the real world, I would probably now check these just to make sure that the search is running as I expected, but let's take that as read for today. So if I'm happy, I'll turn it into an alert. On the More menu, next to the search line, choose Create Auto Alert. Give it a unique, meaningful line, name. I tend to include date, name of search requester, a one-word description of the topic, and the database that it's run in. Set all the other alert options as you wish. I'll accept the defaults for the purposes of this demonstration and hit Save. One thing to note here is that this version used the HDAS approach of running the text parts of the search in title and abstract .ti, AB. If you want, when migrating your alerts, to change them to use Ovid's defaults, MP, the multi-purpose set of fields, you could either use the edit function in Ovid, here, or if it's a complicated search, it might be easier to use either Word or a text editor and do a find or replace. But that's now changed it to use MP for the text parts of the search. And lo and behold, there we are, it runs. The one drawback of this approach is that because a series of search statements have been compressed into one line, it can be difficult to see if there are any errors in the strategy, particularly with highly complex and long search statements. And these can be fiddly to edit if you need to modify the strategy in the future. But provided your HDAS strategy was good, you have now reproduced it in Ovid with a few mouse clicks. You can find a step-by-step document to walk you through this process for reference. I've linked to it in the notes below this video. What about importing HDAS alert strategies into EBSCO and ProQuest? I don't have a simple method for these yet. Bear in mind that you will only need to do this for alerts that run in CINAHL and PsycInfo, since these are the databases that in future will only be available through EBSCO in the case of CINAHL and ProQuest in the case of PsycInfo. I'm working on tools to do this, either by using the Systematic Review Accelerator's Polyglot Search Translator tool, or else word macros. I've also come across a tool that's provided by 2D Search, which may have some potential. More soon. I hope you find this useful. Happy searching!